everybody, welcome back to my channel. When I became a mum and I was pregnant, sometimes the expectation was so much different from the reality. I was going through Pinterest and Instagram and all these lovely places, looking at all these gorgeous pictures of newborns, just looking so angelic and clean and gorgeous, and sometimes that is so much different to the reality. If you guys follow me over on Instagram, you know that I am a culprit for those gorgeous candid pictures, but those are literally 1 second of our day, and normally what happens after that is Ella in her beautiful white dress will be the chocolate monster that she is and be covered in chocolate 2 seconds later. Charlie will grab a biscuit or a banana and he will be covered and his clothes will be all spoiled. But you guys know I love to dress the kids very white and very crisp and very unrealistic for the kind of activities that they do. Normally Ella goes to nursery wearing something very white and gorgeous and princess-like, but the reality is she will go there and get covered in paint. So thank goodness that we have got good washing machines and good products to use. I just don't know how they did it back in the day. Like, our great grandparents wouldn't even have had a washing machine, so how on earth they coped, I will never know. But today's video is chatting all things mum life, baby life, laundry, and is in partnership with the Tesco Baby Club Personal Non-Bio and Comfort Pure. So I'm going to be going through a couple of the questions that they would like to ask me, all about my life being a mum with 2 under 2 at the time when Charlie was born, and how I managed to keep them looking so crisp and clean. With Ella, I bought everything, and I bought multiples of them. I bought far too much stuff. I think she actually had a new baby grow every night for sleeping in for the first like 3 weeks of her life, and then she grew out of everything. So I definitely think I was overzealous when it came to buying baby clothes, and it's hard because everything's so cute and you just want to have all this new stuff, but you just give yourself so much hard work, because not only that, every time they wear something it either gets sick on it, milk on it, as they get bigger it gets food on it, and you just give yourself so much more to clean. So I definitely think that this time round with Charlie I was much more minimalistic in my approach. I tend to buy just normal plain white baby grows because I found these really easy to get stains out of. I felt like if I got something in the summer, maybe like, I don't know, some milk staining or even like makeup, the amount of people whose makeup used to go on his clothes when they hugged him was unbelievable. So I normally found that having just plain white clothes was really easy to get the stains out of, because a really good tip, guys, is if you are washing clothes and you can't get stains out of them, when they're drying, leave them outside. That's why your clothes in the summer always wash so much better, because they're outside in the sun in the washing line and all the stains just bleach out them with natural sunlight. The most worn items of clothing in our house are pajamas, especially for the days where we have long pajama days, mostly on Sundays, but I tend to have the kids in pajamas right after dinner time, after they get out of their bath. Normally it's the time where they get jammies on, and that's normally at like maybe 6 o'clock, 6:30 at night time, and we normally have pajamas on until the next morning unless we're doing a nursery run. But sometimes I just keep Charlie and his baby grow all day long and then wash him and put him in a fresh one, especially if we're having a day at home where we're not really doing much, because it's so comfortable. And wouldn't you just love to be in a onesie all day? I know that I would. I must admit, I've got a boy and a girl, and I definitely enjoy buying for Ella so much more than Charlie because the options are amazing. With boys you've kind of just got like 2 options. It's like trousers and a top, shorts and a top, all in one piece. It's not really much of an option. Whereas girls, you can put them in trousers, dresses, skirts, shorts, literally so many things. And I find that girl stuff is so much easier to buy because there's so much to pick from. But I actually love buying Charlie the cutest little old man clothes. I really love dressing the kids up. You guys will know they're either one way or the other. They're either in pajamas or they're really dressed up like they could go on a day out, and I think that's a nice way to have them because you don't really have lots of the in-between stuff. And plus at this age with Ella, when she's like 2 almost coming up for 3, I just think that having her in a dress most days is very comfortable for her, because she's like got a free range of movement. And wouldn't you just love to wear a dress every single day? Well, she can still get away with it. I'm definitely going to have her like a princess all the time. Yeah, both Fraser and I have very sensitive skin, and I think that that was something I really worried about by having a newborn, because they're so fresh and their skin is just amazing. So especially having a newborn and living in Scotland where we've got like a really cold temperature, sometimes that can chap your skin and make it really sore. So I was definitely more aware of having good products to use on the kids' clothing, especially when they were so young. So I would always separate the newborn clothing from our clothing, just because I wanted to make it as pure as possible. I actually bought a little laundry hamper when both of the kids were born, separate ones each, to make sure it was super hygienic, and I separated all of their clothing and and their pyjamas and vests and everything separate from our wash, and I would wash their clothing separately with the Pure products and then wash our clothes with everything else. I always use fabric softener just because I love that feeling of having like a fresh towel that's super fluffy, or a nice cozy jumper like this that's very cozy, and also the smell. There's nothing better than getting into like a new bed with fresh sheets on and the smell is just incredible. I love the Comfort Pure. I always tend to go for the white kind of products when it comes to fabric softener because I love that new cotton smell, and I just think it's so nice when they're newborn especially to get that nice close cuddle and to smell that fabric softener. Probably the one thing I love most about the Personal Bio is the fact it's in a bottle like this and you can just pour it, and these always go missing in our house, like all the time. So I love the fact they've got like a little part for you to store this so that you don't lose it. And it also has a pouring spout, which is really handy and easy to actually get the product out. And what I love most about Comfort Pure is the fact that it's so concentrated that the bottle is tiny. It just gives us more storage space in our laundry room because we don't have a big house, and having big huge bulky fabric softeners takes up so much room. So I love how thinky and small this is, and that's 38 washes. How good is that? Plus, not to mention, the smell is unbelievable. I also love the fact that Personal Bio and Comfort Pure Ultra Concentrate have both been validated by the British Skin Foundation, and they're independently tested to make sure that they don't leave your clothes feeling really irritating to the skin. The hardest thing about Dress the Little One is when they have octopus arms and they are everywhere. You just can't get them to stop moving, especially when they start to roll over. I just find it so difficult to try and get Charlie changed. He is so strong, and then as they get older it doesn't get any easier because they then start to decide what they like, and you might want to put something on them and they say nope, they want that one instead. So that's when it gets really hard because they start to get like a sense of style. So yeah, it is really difficult getting babies changed at all stages, especially newborn stage when you're so worried about those little fingers. You guys will know that I am so into fashion when it comes to the kids, but I have got 3 top tips for you that I thought are the ultimates that you should stick by when you are looking to buy them new clothes. Tip number 1 is to have a definite style. Are you going to be really cool, super casual, or are you going to be really smart? Decide on a kind of style that you like for your kids and stick to it because it will make your shopping experience so much easier if you know they kind of have a sense of style. Tip number 2 is to make sure you stick to the same colour palette. I definitely find this is my holy grail when it comes to picking out clothes because it makes life so much easier. It means if you pick up a top that's bright purple and you think there is nothing that will match in the wardrobe, you just put it back and get something that's actually going to match. That makes your time in the morning so much easier. Or if you're super organised like me and you get the outfits ready the night before, then it means you will have something really easy to match up together if they're all in the same colour palette. And tip number 3 is for the newborn stage, and it is buy plain white baby grows. I've said this before, but I find it so much easier just to have plain white baby grows. They're normally the cheapest, they're also so angelic looking, and I definitely will try and keep Charlie in baby grows for as long as possible. He will be the 2 or 3-year-old that is still using poppers and full sleep suits. So guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this little Q&A all about dressing, laundry, baby clothes, baby fashion, and thank you so much for Tesco Baby Club for sending me the questions to answer and for sponsoring this video. Remember, you can buy Personal Bio and Comfort Pure in Tesco if you're expecting a new baby and you are going through that dreaded stage before they're born and you need to get all the clothes washed to get all the starch out them. Thank you so much for watching guys. Make sure you're subscribed if you're not already, and I will see you very soon. Bye!